Hello, Bame Farm fans. It is June 7th. The rain won't stop, but thanks to the compaction of no tillage and that corn I slapped in the ground, I can at least get across it to get the burn down sprayed. And burn down is also, going to be pre-plant and everything. So what are we mixing up here? A little bit of everything, but no Roundup, because it's non-GMO corn. This is my new favorite everything for corn. Impact. This little jug is expensive. It's 18 something an ounce, and you roughly put on like kind of a max rate is an ounce per acre. Yep. So just short of $20 an acre for Impact, but it is effective, especially for grass control and non-GMO corn. It'll hold back root Johnson grass, and it'll, seedling Johnson grass it's supposed to kill. And then putting on atrazine, 2 quarts per acre, because we're doing burn down. We got to kill a lot of stuff, and we'd like to keep it from coming back. Both of these have, the atrazine has a lot of residual, and the Impact has some residual, which is fantastic. That's how we're going to make it through the season on one sprayer pass on no-till. And then to make all this stuff really work better, some crop oil. That's going in at a gallon per 200. And we're also putting a gallon per 200 of some ammonium sulfate, just to get the weeds that are out there to absorb it better, like a little bit of fertilizer, get them all excited to bring the chemicals into their leaves. 200 gallons of spray at a time on 10 acres, 20 gallons per acre, 36 feet. We're covering 3 planter passes. Let's dump all this in. We'll get to the field and see what that looks like. Well, I thought we were going to take a quiet moment to film here, because I want to show off, kind of know what the corn's doing as it rains and rains. So, good news, bad news. Good news is, look at that right there. That is a corn sprout. Okay, bad news is, no tilling with a bone stock planter when it's wet. It's mostly closing wheel problems, right? The seed trench didn't close very well in some places, so that's why I'm not using any Roundup. I should have sprayed this beforehand, but at least now I can use the planter as GPS. So I can see the marker mark right there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. And as long as I make sure whatever I'm driving down, that the weeds are matted down in the same direction, that I'm hitting almost the correct planter pass, that I won't be 2 rows off or anything. Yes, oh wow. There's another one. That one germinated quick. That one's a little behind. I don't know if you can see that right there. So yes, it's coming out of the ground. We've had, this field maybe has only had a little over a ½ inch of rain. We've had over an inch at home. It's just a blast. Wet, wet, wet. Well, let's hop on the sprayer. I hate making spraying videos just because it feels like there's so many things, and don't want to have any problems, don't have any overlaps. And it somehow seems that I don't try to make things go wrong, but the camera will make things go wrong. Not in a spectacular way, but just in a nuisance way. Like when I was round baling, and then all of a sudden the round baler had issues because I got the camera out. So while we're quiet here, our goal is about 40 pounds of pressure. To regulate that back there with that valve, that goes to the agitator inside. Good old-fashioned mechanical controls. Flip the lever, left, right, center, 3 section, 1 knob. Yay. it's not that we can see all this, but I shut the PTO off and flip that lever.